Alright everyone, I wanted to do a short video on these Duratech wrenches. These are the long combination ratchet wrenches. Seen a lot of videos on these. Everybody says they're really good and they're great. I have a little discrepancy with that. I wasn't kind of happy with the videos, so I purchased myself, and as I thought, they're not the greatest thing, out there. I'll show you a few things that I don't like about them. You can use your own opinion. This is the part number for this particular set of wrenches right here. As you can see, these are stamped, and it's not a bad looking wrench. These are the 6-point for stripped out bolts. The ratchet mechanism on these, the backlash isn't too bad on some of them, but other ones is extremely tight. Like this end is really tight. This end is about normal. The other thing I noticed with these, you can see how small the set screw is in it. Not real happy about that. I mean, these are going to probably break really easy. This is the other side. One of the other things I noticed with these is the screws weren't all the way. I had to tighten them, so they're loose straight out of the box. So that wasn't a very good sign right off the get-go. As far as length and everything like that, they're very good as far as that goes. But depending on these not to break with that small pin in it, I just don't see that happening. This particular set, I didn't have any problems with the pins. I did buy a 12-point set as well, and I'll show you those why I have you here. And I'll show you what I'm talking about as far as the pins that go through. One of them was actually cross-threaded. That didn't impress me at all. So let me close this one up and we'll look at the other one. Got the box upside down there. This is the next set we're going to look at. The only difference between these two is these are going to be 12-point versus 6-point, and they're going to have a black insert instead of a gold insert, but they're the same length and everything else. They have the same issues, but I'll show you one of the biggest things I didn't like about them as soon as I got it out of the box. This one right here, if you look at that bolt right there, or pin, whatever you want to call it, you see that it's actually sticking out of there. It is not threaded all the way in. This guy does not tighten or loosen. It is actually cross-threaded in there. I wasn't very impressed with that. There's a little bit of play this way, nothing anything serious or anything that I'd worry about. And the backlash on these is the same thing. Some of them are really nice and smooth. Some of them are really stiff. There is no consistency to them. As you can see, these pins are actually flush. There is no problem there. But you can see how small that pin is. If you're really going to put some leverage on these, I don't see these holding up. This one right here is really stiff. This is a 10 millimeter. And the ratchet mechanism on it is just not the greatest. It actually hangs up. It gets stiff and then it'll hang up a little bit. I'm not overly impressed with these at all. I'm actually tempted to send them back to Amazon. I may even do a comparison video because I do have a set of Tectons and I do have a set of Kobo wrenches, which are the Icon wrenches. And it's a whole lot bigger pin. I wouldn't hesitate putting a lot of leverage on them, and I have put a lot of leverage on the Tectons and the Kobo wrenches or Icon wrenches. I don't know that I would trust doing it with this wrench. This might be good for the do-it-yourself or just have an extra backup set at home or something like that, but as far as a good quality wrench, professional wrench, I don't see this being a good set. You can see when they get up in size, they do go up in diameter of the pin, but they're still pretty small. You can see some of the pins actually stick out because they've been tightened. Here's another one. This one right here is actually sticking out. That is the back side of the screw. It is sticking through. So I'm not really overly impressed with these wrenches at all. And like I said, some of these ratchet wrenches function really well. Other ones not so well. Once again, I mean, like I said, you get what you pay for. If you want to use them as a do-it-yourself, or you know, something for home or something like that, or just a backup set of wrenches in case something broke, your professional set broke and you just needed to get by, I would say maybe, but it's one of those things, you get what you pay for. That being said, I'm gonna go ahead and edit this video. You leave your comments below, like, share, subscribe, and I'll try to get back with you another video. Maybe I'll do a comparison video with some of the other wrenches I have, and we'll go from there. Thank you guys. Have a good night.